The other day I was doing a little exercise, and I was doing the mantra while I was doing the exercise, and it just really became obvious to me that there's a subtle ego there that wants expects something from this. It's like looking for that experience.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, like what Ranjit had said once, be supportless. There's just this absolutely supportless. I mean, it's like kind of like being in that apparatus that you were in, just with the air going up or whatever, no support whatsoever. That's it always, I'm always slipping back into self-consciousness, back into self-consciousness. And then, it'll get you when you're not even there, kind of, it happens. And then all of a sudden it's immediately back into self-consciousness, and then you kind of evaluate that and, say, oh, that was a nice experience or whatever, or I didn't get what I wanted, there's a certain kind of sense of disappointment and so forth. So,
yeah,
it's just really,
yeah, the evaluator is the self-consciousness evaluating what it was like without the self-consciousness, but using self-consciousness to evaluate the lack of self-consciousness.
Like the thorn trying to get rid of the thorn.
Yeah. But and again, anything that's added, anything that can be positive, like I'm seeing less of the world, or I'm starting to see the world as myself, or anything like this that's positive, is from the position of something. But the negative of it's dissolving. There's a dissolving of this touch of body, that it's no longer like this constant that I'm this limited something. I'm this that's taking the touch of this body that has dissolved, but it's from the other perspective, not here out, but from here to here out. And just remaining with your selfless self without any attention going out. The entire world is projected on your spontaneous presence. All the forms that are seen are just, including this form, are just inside the space that you are. It's as if the space was alive and everything in it was not, and these things were moving around by the space's energy, perceiving that it's one of these limited guys carrying like a chess piece on the board. You're moving this piece, you're moving that piece, only it's millions or billions of things being moved in the space that you are. One space, all the things that are in it.
That's really helpful, the neti, because the game being played with the mind here is the mind coming in and trying to own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's really good.
Yeah, like I said, the thing was, and I remember clearly in the ashram, and I thought, wow, this is pretty awesome. And seemingly I can do it at will. But it's not like that. It's only if you have a perceived limited form that you can feel an expansion and that you can do it at will. The truth is that you're everywhere, so you never expand. It's dissolving the point of reference from where at first you said the world was expanding from. And the bhajans are dissolving the body, the sense of body. But it will appear when you believe yourself to be the body that's dissolving, that it's expanding. And in reality, you can't expand, but the body is dissolving, that you believe inside you is that limited, that point on the map that's no longer there. The local identification, as Ramakant Maharaj says. And that just I, it's taking the touch of body, but absolutely the space taking the touch of body rather than body experiencing itself as space.